He finally got the phone number of the girl he liked, but the next second, a passing truck sent the scrap of paper flying into the snowy wind.
That was an accident. Write that down again, please.
I can't. That was a sign.
The girl had always believed in fate. Watching the paper drift away, she was convinced it was heaven's way of telling them to let it go. But Joseon's eyes burned with determination. How could fate bring them together only to tear them apart over a gust of wind? So to help him move on, and to see if fate was real, she pulled out a pen and a $5 bill, telling Joseon to write down his contact info and address. He thought this was his big break, but to his shock, she didn't even look at the bill. She walked straight to a street vendor and used that same $5 note, the one with his info, to buy a pack of gum. Joseon was stunned and rushed after her to ask why.
But if that $5 bill makes its way back into my hands, I'll be able to call you. And when you hear my voice on the other end, then you'll believe in fate, won't you?
He didn't believe in fate, and the odds of a coincidence like this seemed impossibly small. Besides, he was the only one who'd written down any info. So to make it fair, Issa pulled a book from her bag, Love in the Time of Plague. But she wasn't giving the book to him. Instead, she said she'd write her name and contact details on the inside cover and sell it to a random secondhand bookstall. If fate was real, the book would find its way back to Joseon. But Joseon wasn't about to leave his happiness to chance. He believed in taking action, especially when it came to love. In the end, Issa was moved by Joseon's sincerity. She grabbed his hand and pulled him into a hotel, not to say yes to dating him, but to let fate decide their future. Each would take a different elevator. If they both landed on the same floor, she'd agree to be with him.
You're insane.
Okay, get in, take a breath.
Faith in what?
Destiny.
Before the doors closed, she tossed him one of the gloves she'd just bought. But as the elevator shut, Joseon stood there, stunned by the panel of buttons. He had no idea what to press and just hit one at random. Completely unaware it was the same floor Issa had chosen. But fate rarely makes things that easy. Just as his elevator neared the chosen floor, it stopped on the 14th. A father and son walked in, and the kid, being a curious little troublemaker, mashed every single floor button.
Hey, calm down. He's just a kid.
So when Issa stepped out, eager and hopeful, Joseon was nowhere in sight, and she had no idea he was stuck inside, unable to get out.
Looks like we stopped.
Still, Issa didn't leave. For once, she stayed where she was, waiting for Joseon. But time passed, the minutes slipped by, and the boy she was hoping for never appeared. A wave of disappointment swept over her. Maybe this was fate's final answer.